Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whoever is watching me, dogs and cats. I don't know, maybe you got them with you. We are back in Isla Napali, and we are back in the Wednesday Guestflow episode. Let me just move quickly the camera away. You've seen something already. We are here, as you can see, in the scenario mode editor. Just a little disclaimer for those of you who don't like spoilers. You might not want to watch this episode then, because this park is in a state that has been evolved from the weekend status. We had a nice live stream yesterday. As always, the reminder, if you like Twitch live streams, you might want to join my channel, which is in the description below as always, and also we are likely to stream on Mondays. In today's episode, we are going to put down, as promised last week, we are going to put down 2 new entrances and see how the whole thing will develop actually then. And we finally also did connect the go-kart track again, so another very popular ride, so to say, in the park that draws people there. But now, if you don't want to see what we've done, just make sure that you don't watch the video now. If you can deal with that and you're still interested then in the time-lapse episodes where I show you the process and explain that a little bit better, yeah, you can just keep with me, being with me. And now let's have a look to the new entrance and the new area itself. So this is our very new park entrance, which still has, for whatever odd reasons, this thing in here. Can I just quickly please delete this? Thank you. So done. Okay, awesome. So what we need to do, and this is why we are in the scenario editor, we need to put down new entrances. And if I'm not completely wrong, where was it again? Park? I guess it's somewhere in here. There we go. This is the park dimensions. This is all fine. Am I in the wrong? No, in the right. Yeah, well, whatever. Good. Okay, we are going to add 2 new spawn points actually. So the first one being this one over here. Boom, there we go. Why the hell is this zooming out anyways? Okay, so this is placed down, and we're gonna place another one, which we're going to put just here. Don't worry, they will be hidden away. Is this the wrong way around? Let me just check. No, it's actually the right way around, right? Yeah. So actually, in terms of the arrow on the bottom, that seems to be right. Let me just check. I know where the others are, so let me just check which direction. No, sorry, no menu. So I put them this way so that the bluish thing is at the front. Let me just check if this is the same in here. So we will hide them away like I did with those. Oh yeah, they're right. That's the right direction. Let me just check the other one as well, just to make sure. Okay, yeah, perfect. This one is also like a little bit nicer hidden. I guess I will do it this way. But yeah, so as we have put them down now, we should be having 2 entrances. And now, before we do so and see how the whole thing develops, we need to open everything. Hopefully this is going to work. But yeah, one breakdown. Which one is broken down? It is the Royal Napali Oak. You know what we do before we open the park? Is the park closed at the moment? Yeah. I'm just spamming a few new mechanics here. And then, how many mechanics do we have? Oh. Fixing breakdown on Napali Oak. I mean, it's cool that we have 2 mechanics, but on a park this size, we basically need 10 or so. So let's throw some more in. I mean, before I release this thing, this whole park, we will definitely need to make an entire episode on fixing stuff, yeah, kind of stuff issues, and you know, all these kind of little things that will be like a very crazy big episode of stuff management. And yeah, kind of it is guest flow as I call it, but I should have just called it differently though, like kind of park flow. I think park flow is basically the better wording here. Anyways, we just need to see that this is being fixed quicker. Is the guy already in here? Is he already fixing it? He should be at the where is it actually? Let me check. Mechanics. Is this the one? Heading to stuff building, inspecting. Now this is this one. Okay, so they changed because of he's quicker and closer to this one, right? You know, knowing that Planet Zoo features male and female staff members for each variant of it makes me kind of wonder why this hasn't been a thing in Planco US. It's such a little thing you don't really think about, but I mean, it's, you know, with mechanics and janitors and stuff, it is not mixed, but the vendors are kind of mixed gender, so I don't really know why. Anyway, so this has been fixed, so we can now open basically everything up and then see how this all develops, because I don't want to bore you too much with everything else. Like Bollard, okay, that's the go-kart, so we can actually open that up again. Chopper's Creek, where is that one? Is this, oh yeah, that's the, oh actually this is the wonderful log flume. Okay, anyway, so everything is open now. Park is open as well. Yes, the limit is set to, I guess the limit of the park is set to, well, overview is. The limit of the park is set to 5,000. Yeah, I think 5,000 is pretty much okay. Before we do so, we just quickly jump over into the normal save game, because I don't want to mess anything up over here. So I'll see you in a second, and then we start the whole thing off. Alright, so here we're back. Now finally back in a normal save game. It's always a struggle to get the game back as a scenario. I don't know, you always have to save it as a normal, oops, I should make it on quicker, as a normal park, or as a scenario park, and then you have to play the scenario, save the scenario, and then you can open the saved scenario file as basically a sandbox park again. So yeah, well, I don't know. Good, okay, so now we have to basically see how the whole thing fills up. I really hope, I mean, there are quite a few people coming in from this side now. They seem to go here. I am not entirely sure. So what I will do eventually is I will put another information kiosk over here. I don't know, can they even use these ones? Because here we have some information kiosks in. I don't even know if they use them. It seems that at least, yeah. I don't know. You know what we do? We just drag them. We just drag them here. Confirm. Okay. So that's the first one we're gonna do, and the second one we are giving it is because I really want to make sure that they do interact with the information kiosks at some point, and we do set this advertisement destination towards the log flume. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, done. Click, hit exit. Here we go. At how many guests are we? Okay, there's still a lot more to go. I just want to make sure that this all, I don't know, just works a lot better in terms of, you know, don't making it piling up too much. Actually, are there people even going onto the coasters by now? Because that seems to be pretty empty. Is this, I think it's because of the price, it's so expensive. Yeah, I think we have to change the finances again. Let's go to 20 and see if, okay, now the whole thing starts to evolve. Okay, this coaster seems to be cheap enough. That's good to know. What about the kids coaster? Well, people are going onto it still, so that's freaking awesome. Maybe we change this price a little. Oh, 23 is, you know what, just go to 20 as well, making sure that, okay, more people are joining, that's okay. The wooden coaster seems to be also cheap enough, I guess. 22 is okay-ish, I guess. And yeah, the log flume works as well. So for now, it actually really seems that it works way better. I'm not sure if we even need the hotel as an entrance then. However, I still believe it would be nicer in terms of overall guest flow, because then we would just kind of naturally kind of fill this area as well. It still is so freaking empty, unless people, I'm still willing maybe to change the exit, but it will be quite a bit of a struggle. Like I want to build the exit so that you go out of this thing into the shop. I don't even know, is this possible in terms of height? I think we could manage it if I mean, it definitely would be manageable. This is all custom here, so we could actually lower the whole thing down a little bit, and then, I mean, we have the switch track on the other hand, but we could bring that all down below the whole thing, right? So we could make the exit basically go in here. Sort of planning out loud now, but oh well, no, we can't. This is just the switch track immediately. We have these things working over here, so maybe we have to bring that all in here. Then you go just down here to the back side, and then we could actually use this bit over here as well, right? We could just bring it back here and then just go, just not next to the building, but just go really through the building and then kind of join inside the shop. And we could basically also make the shop a little bit bigger then to make sure that the shop is going really beneath the coaster as a super nice highlight, I guess. And then we could also make it really nicely detailed. So we have a little bit of piling up here. It's not too much, not too crazy. It's all fine. Bit of piling up here as well, also not too crazy. I think it really did the job. So it's a lot more crowded over here, which is super nice. It's also a lot more crowded over here. Not as much as I would like it to be in the end. But yeah, we nearly reached the 5,000 guests. I am quite happy, to be honest. These changes really made a big effect. I mean, it's still way more filled over here, which is totally natural because you have a lot more rides and stuff over here. So as soon as we get in here with maybe one more flat ride and maybe a bit more shops and a bit more interesting bits, a restaurant over here, and yeah, just the normal things that do draw people towards a certain destination, will make the whole thing already so much better, I guess. But for now, I'm just super happy with how that turns out. The only question I still have, we have that information kiosk over here, which is dragging people to the hotel. I'm wondering if, you know, we just do this. We just do this and we have a look into if it's going to work out. I want to change the advertisement destination now, exactly towards this area. Can we do this and just... you know what, I just don't need the coaster to be within that destination. Can we also include the shop? Yeah. So we have Vista Point. Well, which Vista Point is that? Which one did I include? I can't really tell. Because there is another one. I know that I had one here to make people go, oh, there we go, this is the another, there we go. Let's just include that one as well and confirm and see if that makes any changes, because I feel like this could be, so if we drag them more into this direction, that would be super awesome. I really like how the overall gas flow works right now. The park looks to be super natural by now. Does it already bring in a effect here? At least it seems like. They seem to go to the Vista Point now, don't they? Well, they do. They just use it. That's cool. Like, it's not much yet, but are they really going to the hotel? Oh no, I think they're going to this Vista Point, right? Yeah, which is, mate, that's pretty dangerous. What are you? Okay, whew, that was close. I don't really want to pay the lawyers, right? They are freaking happy. Okay, anyways, yeah, what should I say? I really didn't believe that this will work this way. 4,999. I think we are safe to go for another 1,000, right? Just let's test. Okay, that's the last thing, because then it's enough for today's video. I just want to make sure that we slowly increase the capacity by not, you know, making everything like super bad. Okay, but people joining the park from both directions, I guess. I also try to keep the kind of distance between the actual spawn point and the entrance somewhat the same. It's a bit longer here, but I wanted to make sure that this is, you know, a little bit, yeah, I don't know, comparable, if you will, because otherwise too many people still would join the whole thing here in comparison to over here. So yeah, well, that's it, I guess, what I wanted to look at. But yeah, I just dig this new entrance area, to be honest. It's just so cool. I really like that we do have now a bit more variety here, and yeah, it's just giving the whole thing just a very new look. Like, it, you know, it really looks like something completely new, and I'm just super happy. And also that the go-karts are finally working. And I was already talking about the fact that potentially we could make one part of the go-karts even indoor. Like, if we have a warehouse that would be located like on this side here to make this whole thing look even more like a cargo harbor, that could be very nicely incorporated so that you really have this smooth transition into the park. I don't know, I just had this idea. And what happened to my decals over here? Oh, well, they're still working, but I might want to change them in the future. Okay, so let me just get back with the... Okay, we are at 6,000 guests. What changed? So this is a lot more crowded. I like that. A lot more busy. yeah, well, this area is really busy by now. I think 6,000 is about the maximum we can have, right? I think there is a pile up going on here. Yeah, but it's still okay. It's still okay. The queue is, it's not entirely filled, so I like this. This is really the kind of length of a queue I like. It's not entirely filled, but it's close to being entirely, like this one, basically. It is entirely filled. Alrighty, so yeah, there's not much more to say. I think this was a very successful, Guestflow episode, guys. 6,000 is the amount of people we can have safely moving around in this park without many problems. It all works like a charm. The kind of various rides seem to act exactly as they're supposed to act, which is something that is really great to say in Planet Coaster, to be honest. Yeah, we are making our way now into really a very successfully running park, which I couldn't like more. This is really great. And yeah, so I believe we are really getting close towards finishing off the park. There's not much more space we have to fill. Like, seriously, this area will take quite long because not only the cargo harbor has to be done, but also like the little huts that will kind of meander on this side of the mountain here, that will be where the actual members of the park will live. Then we will have to build the lighthouse. We will have to build the backstage area over here, which is kind of simple, to be honest. You just need to connect those two, make sure that we disconnect this gate over here, make sure that we have kind of a, I don't know, 2 gates on both sides that are nicely covered up. So maybe again, like with a building or so, that also separates the old from the new part of the park. We might want to have like a restaurant or whatever over here. Then we definitely have the restaurant with the stage and so on going on here, kind of finishing off this area. Yeah, and I don't even know if we can squeeze in another flat ride. If so, it will be on top of this hill. But I'm not sure if we want to even do that, or if this is just too much destroying the whole view. I don't know. If I find a nice one that kind of fits the area, I'll do. If not, I'll just leave it. But you guys are still there to help me decide. And by the way, some of the billboards have been exchanged now. It looks already a fair bit better, but I did choose the wrong one. I don't know why. So this is the exact right one we're gonna use all over the park. This is something I do fix off screen, so don't worry about that. Just a final check if anything changes. No, it doesn't. It is all pretty nice. So I think putting even one more entrance into the hotel does fix the issue we have about this empty area over here. Maybe relocating the exit at one point does change it as well, and having the ski lift working at some point will also be a very nice effect to make people go around. I explained this already, why there is like a tunnel in here and we can't really get rid of it as long as the game doesn't allow us to, you know, or doesn't make the guest be that clever to also take the ski lift down again, because otherwise they just go up and then just get stuck here, and this is not what we want. So we need to give them a second escape route, which will be effectively this one. But yeah, I mean, if this has the nice side effect that this area is a bit more crowded, I'm gladly taking that. So yeah, anyways, if you have any further suggestions in terms of guest flow and in terms of how the park could run even better, if there's anything I forgot about, maybe we need another medical center, I don't know, or if there's anything you still want to see in this park. I know that we still need the helicopter pad, for example, because otherwise this would be a very unsafe park, also in terms of medical stuff and, you know, medical security, if you will. And yeah, also a few bits and pieces here and there that need to be changed, I know. But yeah, if you are happy with it, let me know in the comments below. But also, if you are not happy, let me know why. But as always, try to keep it polite and nice. Also, if you start a discussion with other people, also make sure to be nice and respectful at all times, because this is super important. But yeah, if you like the content, as always, give it a like, but also share it if you like it and think it's shareable in that kind of sense. And as always, if you're new here and you liked it and you want to stay with us, with the Camel crew, make sure to hit subscribe. Is there anything else I didn't say? I don't know. I don't want to bore you even more with that. So now enjoy the end screen as always. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, have a great time. Bye. And yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. We should be hiding out wherever we may find.